Let's talk about 에. Let's talk about 에. So 에 가다 오다 is talking about movement. So when you talk about movement in Korea, you're going to use the 에 particle. And here we're using it in a specific situation to talk about going or coming to some place. So this little structure is a very common structure you can use. It is not the only way that 에 is used in Korean, but we're going to start by talking about going or coming to some places. So the example sentence here is 저는 해변에 가요. I'm going to the beach. 해변 is beach or swimming place. There's a couple different words for beach in Korean. There's also 바다, 바닷가. 해변 is just another word specifically for a beach that you swim at. Okay. So, 에 is used to indicate a direction of movement to or from some place. We're going to look at how it's used with verbs 가다 and 오다. 저는 바다에 가요. Oh, perfect. You're already ahead of the class. 바다에 가요. Good job. That means I go to the beach. 안녕하세요. Okay. So we have different conjugations here, a little conjugation table that walks you through how to conjugate 에 in different forms. The difference between 우로 and 에. Yeah, they can both be used to talk about movement. Oh, yes, Jadaski, yes, we do. If you get the book, all of these example sentences have come with audio recordings by native speakers, so not by me. We've had native speakers pronounce all of these sentences, and you can listen to them as well when you get the book. It comes with QR codes. Yeah. So we have this conjugation table. 가다, 에 가다 becomes 에 가요 in the present tense, 에 갔어요 in the past tense, and 에 갈 거예요 in the future tense. 오다 becomes 와요, 에 와요 in the present tense, 에 왔어요 in the past tense, and 에 올 거예요 in the future tense. Thank you, Augusted. I really appreciate it. Okay. So let's look at some conjugations. We have a place here, 집. 집 is a house or your home. So 집에 가다 means to go home. 학교 is school. So 학교에 가다 means to go to school. So what about this one, 도서관? Anyone know what 도서관 means in English? What is a 도서관? Thank you so much, Jetta Sky. Hope you like it. Yeah, library. Perfect. I believe if you've ever used Duolingo, it's probably one of the first words you learn. 도서관 is library. So 도서관에 가다 means to go to the library. All right. Some full sentences. So now we've just conjugated 가다 into the present tense to make 가요. 저는 집에 가요. I go home or I'm going home. Remember that the simple present tense can mean present progressive. So this sentence, 집에 가요, can mean I go home or I'm going home. It can mean either one. 나는 집에 간다. Yep, that's also a different sentence, but yeah, it means the same thing. Do I think Duolingo helps with Korean? I believe anything you're doing to practice Korean, I think helps. I haven't used Duolingo in a very long time. When I've tried it was about 5 years ago. And at the time, I found it difficult to use, but they've probably made some updates since then, and it's probably gotten better. So I'm not sure, but any way that you enjoy and that you're using regularly, I think is a great way to learn Korean. All right, next sentence. 저는 학교에 가요. This means I go to school. Yep. K-dramas are great. How to study Korean is great. There's so many resources out there that are very useful. Okay. So what about this sentence? What does this sentence mean in English? 메리는 도서관에 가요. We've got our 도서관 again. So what does this full sentence mean? 메리 is a name. This means Mary is going to the library. Yeah, Shake's perfect. Noah Brown, yeah. Billongstrom, yeah. Amazing. Mary goes to the library. Oh my gosh, that's a typo. Okay. Tom은 집에 가요. We will fix that. Tom은 집에 가요. It probably already is fixed, actually. This is an older edition. Anyway, Tom은 집에 가요 means Tom goes home. 사라가 학교에 갔어요. Oh, so this one, what does this sentence mean in English? Careful, because we now have the past tense. 사라가 학교에 갔어요. Yeah, it's past, yeah. So Sarah went to school. Yeah, perfect, Nore. Nizra belongs from Ostanen. Yeah. 사라가 학교에 갔어요. Sarah went to school in the past. What about this one? This last one. 제 친구가 도서관에 갈 거예요. We've got quite a long sentence here. And we're using 제, which means my. So 제 친구가 도서관에 갈 거예요. What does this mean in English? Another vocab word, 친구. My friend will go to the library. Yeah, amazing. My friend will go to the library. 제 친구가 도서관에 갈 거예요. My friend will go to the library. And it's future tense because we're using 올 거예요. 올 거예요 is the future tense form. So my friend will go to the library. If you want to say that my friend and I together are going to the library, you would actually change this particle to an and particle, like 화, 랑, or 하고. Little side note, I don't know if you can read that, but this is just talking about my friend. My friend will go to the library. Okay, and now order works very similarly. You use 에 to the place and then order. 집에 오다. 집에 오다 means to come home. Jack is asking the difference between 는 and 가. We have a video about that on our page. Actually, I won't go into it right now. It's pretty involved actually to answer that question, but there's lots of resources online. 집에 오다 means to come home. 학교에 오다 means to come to your school or come to school. 도서관에 가다 means to come to the library. So, 오늘 학교에 와요 is a question. So we're using the question mark here. 오늘 학교에 와요 means, are you coming to school today? And note that the speaker who's asking this question is at school. This might sound strange to point out, but I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. So, yeah, Korean is hard. It's not easy, even if you're a Korean person. 오늘 도서관에 와요 means, are you coming to the library today? And again, the speaker is currently at the library. So they're at the library and they're asking you, 오늘 도서관에 와요? Are you coming to the library? So there's some more examples here. 집에 와요. A command, come home now. 지금 집에 와요. Come home right now. And the speaker is at home. Okay, so we've got some examples here. And now I'm going to talk about a little usage note that is sort of important to know, and it's something that differentiates Korean and English. So in English, we can use come and go interchangeably actually a lot of the time. So for example, say someone says, are you coming to school today? 오늘 학교에 와요? Are you coming to school today? In English, you can say, yeah, I'm coming to school today. That's perfectly fine in English. You can say that. But you can't in Korean. You can't use 오다 to talk about you going places. You have to use 가다. So in Korean, 가다 is all about how things move away from yourself, including yourself. So anywhere that you go, you have to 가다 there. But anyone that's coming to where you are, they order to you. Everything orders to where you are, and everything 가다's away from you. Yeah, it's an interesting little note. So if someone asks you, 오늘 학교에 와요? You have to say, 네 가요. You have to say, 네 가요, or 아니요, 안 가요. So you say, yes, I'm going if you are coming, if you are going. Or you can say, no, I'm not going if you're not going. But you can't say, 네 와요 as a response to this question. It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like saying, it's kind of like in English if you say to someone, oh, are you coming to school? And they're like, yeah, come to me, like come to where I am. Like it doesn't make sense. It's strange. You have to make that switch if you're talking about you going anywhere. You can never come anywhere in Korean. You can only go there. If you want to study this a little bit more, Talk to Me in Korean has a good video on it as well. They even have like diagrams and stuff as well, so you can check that out on their YouTube channel. They talk about this a bunch more. But yeah, just useful note. And of course, if you do say it that way, if you say 와요 instead of 가요, a native speaker is still going to know what you meant to say. They're going to know that you messed up a little bit, but they're still going to understand essentially what you meant to say. So it's not the end of the world. Thank you for the heart, Timmy Filfate. I appreciate that. And if you're going to more than one place, you can join the places together with a and particle. It's referenced down here, but we haven't learned it yet. But if you want to talk about going to multiple places, you can do that as well, just with another grammar form.